Hi guys, it's Carrie from Luxembourg. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome. Here with another two flip-throughs for journals that will also be listed in my Etsy shop. And these two, actually also the bee journal that I just did a flip-through of, these were all part of my 100-day project, which actually finished a couple of weeks ago. But like I said in my previous video, I didn't get around to filming anything, or even posting anything on Instagram. But I'm glad they're finished. I must say, struggled a little bit to get these finished, but I think they turned out quite nice. They're both similar. They both have a multitude of kits in them. I will do my best to try and tell you which kits or which pages are from which kit, but disclaimer, I cannot be sure of all of them because there's so many kits that I used in both journals. Like I said, I'll do my best to, but I will certainly list all the makers down below in the description box. And I think that since it's predominantly purples, if you go to the makers Etsy shops and Google, or look at their purples kits, you'll find the ones I used. But like I said, I will list them by name down below. So I think we'll start with, let's start with this one. They're both, well, I'll go through the covers because they're similar. They both have beaded dangles, and they both have batik fabric on the cover, and they both have two signatures. The measurements I'm not sure of, I haven't looked, and I don't know how many pages, but I will list that down below in the description box, and also of course on Etsy, and this video will be linked in the Etsy shop on the description of the journals as well. So let me start with this one. Let me just move it over and zoom you in just a little bit. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, hopefully you can see everything. So this one, the colors are a little bit different. There's a little bit more greens in this one, in this charm as well. The front image is from the journal boat, and I've got 3 vintage buttons, some vintage lace trim here, some sari silk. This is some velvet ribbon. I thought the color went nicely with the image on the cover, and the image is it's backed with antique paper or vintage paper. I think it's antique rag paper actually, and some canvas on the back. And there's some lace trim and some canvas down there as well, and some threads. And the back is quite plain, but I love the colours of this fabric. I think I've said that before. I'm not a fan of batik normally, but these fabrics, they just went so well with these kits. Now the kits I've used, there's quite a few. I'll do my best, like I said, to go through them. On the front cover, I've just got some designer cardstock here, and then this pocket is just some cardstock line covered with the fabric to create the side tuck. Got this postcard here. This is from the, this is where it already starts, but I'm not sure anymore. It's either the journal boat or chapter 1 papers. I used a lot of the journal boat, chapter 1 papers, LineDotArrow, and Artymaze. Anything else I'll let you know. This is a little tag, I think that's from Freeze Art. So this is LineDotArrow. The name of the kit is Vintage Purple, or very purple or vintage purple. And I also used her Boho Dreams kit. I just layered up some vintage lace here with some fabric and some sari silk to create this little tab on the side. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So this big tag is Artymaze. This little specimen label is from the Graphics Fairy, and this is from Rachel. And I just put on some fabric there. I've got some vintage music here to create this double tuck spot, and this little journaling card here. This is Edith Holden. I just put some journaling paper on there. And yes, it's either, like I said, chapter 1 or the journal boat or Artymaze. This could be Artymaze actually. And Artymaze, I used several kits. I used her Collage Taster in purple, her Purple Medley kit, which I believe this is from her Purple Medley kit, and her Foxglove kit. There's a postcard here from Stamperia, or Stamperia, depending on how you say it. This image is from Dash of Dave. This is Artymaze's Foxglove kit. And this one page here is from Antique Papery. These journaling cards, I cannot remember. I will look through my digitals and figure out who it's from, but I'm not sure. The side tuck here is Medieval Mirage. Got some crinkly paper that I just sprayed on with some Tim Holtz ink. Got some vintage music here with a little pocket here. That's Artymaze, and some Rachel tags there. I think this one is this little pink one. There's several little tiny ones. They're from Ruby and Pearl, from her little strips. This is Artymaze Collage. This big pocket here is Medieval Mirage, as is the big tag. Now there's several of these. There's, I think, 2 in each signature. And I just added one of Rachel's new labels on there. I love these botanical labels that she's brought out. Vintage book page. This kit is Tracie Fox. Tracie Fox's kit is called Lorella. I think Lorelle's something, but I'm not sure. It's not called Purple anything. It's called Lorella. Here we got a flip up, and in there I have just a little tag that's from the journal boat. Can I get it back in? Yep. This flips up, and then there's a little bingo card. I think that's from Artymaze, and this is from Medieval Mirage. Another one of Tracie's labels there, and there's a big side tuck here, and this is from my Porch Prints. Now, most of the pieces of ephemera are backed with either coffee stain paper or with light cardstock. Some vintage ledger here with a little tab here, and that's Medieval Mirage. I just reduced her journal pages. Here's some vintage book page. This is a light type of rag paper. This is some Rachel page. This is a Rachel page that I just cut up and created a big journaling card and put one of her labels on top. Did some stenciling up there. This page looks a little bit bashed up, but that's the way it was. Oh, so here we have a flip out. Let's see if I can move it over a little bit. This flips out. And there's an up tuck there. That little corner tuck spot is from Medieval Mirage. And this envelope here should be Tracie Fox as far as I remember, and there's one of Tracie's I think they're called antique labels on there. I just put a little butterfly up there, and one of the journaling cards that I can't remember who they're from, but like I said, I will have a look and list them down below. I've been working on these journals for quite a while, and when you work with so many different kits, it's hard to keep track all of a sudden. Have a nice big journaling tag there. Vintage book page. It has Edith Holden. I love those thistles. This page is from it's called Lilac Ladies. It's from the journal boat. And then there's a fabric tab here with some lace. I left the little threads, they can be cut off. Here's some vintage crinkly paper. This is one of Artymaze's. This image here, I don't know who it's from. It was in my stash. I just collaged it onto there. This spread is I think the journal boat, but it could also be chapter 1. As in the other side of the Artymaze, and I just added a fussy cut flower and a Tracie Fox label. This is a big Tracie Fox label that I had in my stash as well. This is the journal boat, the Lilac Ladies. And here is a big journaling card. Now the journaling cards and bits of ephemera, it's impossible for me to tell you which ones are all of them, because they all ended up in a big bin on my table, and I had to sort through them and couldn't remember which one was which. This little label is from Took's Craft Shop. She were with a little journal that I bought from her. This is a little window flip or an envelope flip. There's a pocket here. This is from the journal boat, and this is from Artymaze. That's from Took, this little saying. And this card is from the Graphics Fairy. I thought the colours tied in perfectly with that kit. This is just some extra journaling space that's created. This is from the Graphics Fairy. Just folded it up and clipped it on the edge. And put some sari silk on the little paper clip. And then we've got the vintage wallpaper, vintage ledger paper, and Artymaze tag that you can embellish. Actually, it should slip in here into this little tuck spot. I think that's antique papery with a Rachel label. And it flips open, and there's a couple of journaling cards. One is Artymaze and the other is the journal boat. Oops. This is Tracie Fox. There's some vintage paper there, a book page. And here's another one of those medieval Mirage journaling cards and tuck spots with a Rachel label here. And the background paper is Artymaze. I think this is from her purple, yeah, that's from her purple Medley kit as well, I think. This is Artymaze Collage paper, her collage taster in purple. Not sure who this is from, to be quite honest. This is from the journal boat, I believe, but don't hold me to it. I'm not 100% sure. And this is the other side of the anti-paper page, and Artymaze's Foxglove page. This is a dash of Dave, and the background paper is Artymaze, and there's a journaling card that sticks right in there. And this is, I think this is Artymaze. I'm not 100% sure though. I know this is Artymaze. I thought this piece of ephemera went well as it's in purple. And I printed that on newsprint. It's also backed with an also Artymaze image. And the background page here is LineDotArrow. This little piece of ephemera, I think that's Artymaze, and this is my Porch Prints in the music page pocket. LineDotArrow, and this as well. And this is just a little, what do you call them, twisted dangles or something like that. But I've just layered up some pieces of paper that I had left over. In this tuck spot, I've got Stamperia journaling card. This is also LineDotArrow. And in here, I've just got a couple of pieces of note paper in this little pocket here. I have to give a shout out to Natalie over at LineDotArrow. She had recognized some of her pages when I was when I'd shown them on in some of the videos or on Instagram. I think it was on Instagram, or yeah, in one of my videos, she recognized her pages, and she had asked me to do a guest design team project for her, or if I wanted to. She was celebrating her first year on her Facebook group, and I was just so, I felt really bad, but I just didn't have the time. And I thought, in all reality, it would be silly of me to say, yes, I'd love to do it, but not be able to do the challenge, because she brought out a boho kit, or not a boho kit, like a teacup sort of kit or something. And I had to say no, because yeah, I'm learning to say no a little bit more, because I just didn't have the time, especially with the bees. It's my busiest time of the year with the bees, and finishing my 100-day project, and I've still got a pile of journals that I need to complete. So yeah, sadly I had to turn her offer down, but thank you for asking, and I hope you can see the flip through and you know, see your beautiful papers. So carrying on, this is my Porch Prints. These images here are from Tracie Fox. I just made a little tiny thin envelope as a belly band, and in there's a little tiny tag, a Stamperia or Stamperia, and so that tucks right in there. And I just put some embossed paper here and a little stamp. The little stamp, I think, is from the journal boat. So yeah, this is from Tracie's Lorella kit, these images, and got a couple of pieces of a piece of ephemera and a little envelope here. That's Artymaze, the envelope, and the tuck spot is my Porch Prints. This is some vintage paper that I had. It was in a big book that I have, so I've got loads of that. This tag, I don't know if the camera picks it up. I just went around with a silver pen and added a little label on there. This is also one of Rachel Roxy Creations labels, and I just added that postcard. And this is from some designer cardstock that I had. And this thin little strip here is from Ruby and Pearl. And there's another one of those big tags from Medieval Mirage. The background paper here, I'm not sure who that's from. So many. There's some vintage ledger paper. And this is from Artymaze's Foxglove kit. There's some stenciling and some chiffon ruffle down here. And there's an uptuck. This is from my Porch Prints, and this is Medieval Mirage, and the background paper is from LineDotArrow. So, and then this vintage book page flips out, and we've got some vintage music with a little pocket from LineDotArrow and a couple of little journaling cards there, which are also backed with cardstock. And then here is another little page tab that I made with Medieval Mirage's pages. So, and some Artymaze. This is some designer cardstock. Here's just some embossed paper onto some rag paper, vintage, and a little ticket. And the little fairy there. This is another page from Chapter 1. This is Chapter 1 has a kit called Purple Florals. And that's that one. I think it's Shabby Purple Florals. This tuck spot is my Medieval Mirage. On the back here, I don't know if you can pick up the colours because of the shadow. There you go. That's Artymaze. That's, I think, one of her green kits, background green kits. And here there's another little strip of the Ruby and Pearl. So I think they're collage strips, I'm not sure. I think they're called collage strips. And there's one of Rachel's labels up there. I mean, it's not a lot, but it just adds a little bit of texture and interest to the journaling cards. Here I just put a couple of butterflies on the center strings. And this flips out. And there's just a postcard here in the pocket. This is Artymaze's Foxglove kit. And there's a little Medieval Mirage journaling card. This is the journal boat. Journal boat Lilac ladies in the background. And this, I think the front one is the Chapter 1 Shabby Purple Florals. And this is Artymaze. Little pocket here is from Artymaze. So that's the Lilac Ladies again. Look at the colours here, aren't they lovely? This is Stamperia and this Medieval Mirage with Artymaze in the background. Artymaze, antique page with Medieval Mirage. This little tag is the journal boat, and this pocket is LineDotArrow. So this is some cardstock, and this is Artymaze. And there's another little tab here. This is either Shabby Purple Florals or Purple Botanic from the journal boat, either one. That's the Foxglove kit from Artymaze. That's the other side of the ledger. And the other journaling card there. And this pocket has several different bits of ephemera in it. Oh, one is glued to the other. I'll have to get that off. Okay, that's fine. Oops, it's sticking to my finger now. Get lost. Okay, this is from the Graphics Fairy. And that is, I can't remember who that one's from. And then there's a little bit of vintage lace down here with some sari silk again. And here we have, once again, we have the Tracie paper with My Porch Prints and Artymaze. A little postcard here, and that's Tracie Fox. A little fabric flip. And another pocket. This one is from Tracie Fox and Artymaze, and the Freeze Art tags. And Stamperia and My Porch Prints, and this spread is LineDotArrow, and this as well. And the Ex Libris, the book plate, is either from Mrs. Cog or from Nick the Booksmith. I've got both of them, and I can't remember which one is which. In the back tuck spot here we have Graphics Fairy and 2 Stamperia postcards. So that's the flip through for this one. I think I will go through this one rather quickly. Don't want to bore you too much, and because now you know most of the kits that I used. I'll just show you the front cover a little bit closer. This brad I thought went beautifully with the colours that I've used in this kit. This image is from Mrs. Cog, and this vintage doily I thought looked really nice, a little bit offset. I was looking at it to centre it on the spine, but I thought it looked better like this. Also another bead dangle. Did I bang the camera there? Sorry. So this one is a little bit different, also in colours. So let's have a look. On the front and back I have some cardstock from Stamperia and a little postcard with some labels. These labels are from J. Lou, I think. Here I just embellished the tag with a little frame, and this is a Rachel tag with the lace backing that I can't remember the name of the kit, which I will have a look at. This is LineDotArrow. I absolutely adore the colours in this spread, on this kit. It's really nice, and I think the cover just ties in so perfectly with it. Really happy with that. So going on in, we've got 2 pockets Medieval Mirage, and I will just pull out the cards to show you, and I'll show you the flips, but I won't go into a lot of detail. It's a Tracie Fox bird or a Rachel bird, I can't remember which one. Some purple lace on the side here, and just a little paper flip. couple of journaling cards in there, or tags, more like it. Little ruffle. That's the journal boat. Or is it? Actually, that could be Artymaze. And little pocket here and a side pocket there. That's chapter 1. Here in the middle, I've got 2 big journaling cards, and then this flips open. Oops, just leave that on the side actually. This flips open, and this is Boho, I think it's called Boho Dreams from LineDotArrow. Got those colours tied in well, and there's a Rachel Roxy Creations label there, and in the centre we've got this Edith Holden Thistle, and then we've got the same sort of flip on this side, also Boho Dreams, and in the back we've got the Medieval Mirage journaling card. It slides in there. Let me move over a little bit. Sorry about the lighting, it's not great today, is it? So this is the Lilac Ladies from the journal boat. Got the fabric flip. Same little tuck spots here, pockets with journaling cards. That's the same document from the graphics fairy that I showed you in the other journal. There's a little belly band here with a little envelope and a postcard. And just have a little journaling card in there. That's also chapter 1. Or is it? I think so. Another Medieval Mirage tag and pocket. And there's the graphics fairy. And a couple of other pieces of ephemera. That's the journal boat. This opens up, and got a couple of pieces of ephemera tucked away in here, and a little label. That's one of Took's labels up there. Excuse me. A couple of pieces of ephemera. That's from a digital crutch. Sorry, that's digital designer's cardstock. Oh, Carrie, get it out. And this is also graphics fairy. Little postcard there. The back of the LineDotArrow pages and the front of this one. This is also LineDotArrow, and that's Medieval Mirage. And this one I think is chapter 1, Shabby Purple Florals. Yeah. Love those ladies. There's a big envelope here that I made out of tracing paper with a journaling card tucked in the back. And inside I've just put a couple of vintage typewritten pages. They can be journaled on the back. I just put them in for some bit of interest. And I've got a fuzzy cut flower and a Roxy Creation label on the top there. Vintage book page or vintage ledger paper with some ephemera. There's a big journaling card here. And here we have a flip. Oops. And there's a big tag in there. That's just a piece of Rachel's, one of her journal pages that I've cut down, sewed around. And in here we have a journaling card and a little tag. And a little fussy cut flower down there in the corner. That's Artymaze, and this as well. And here is a little flip with a tag that tucks in there. Some fussy cut flower and some vintage wallpaper just to anchor it down there. This envelope is made with Tracie Fox paper, and I just made a little journaling card from one of the pages from the journal boat. That just clips on there, and I've just added a sticker and a label onto the front, and some sari silk on that little paper clip. There's an up tuck here with some sari silk. It's just backed with cardstock. That's chapter 1. Artymaze. And then here again we have one of these little flip belly bands. Ooh. Flip belly bands. This is LineDotArrow, and this is her Boho Dreams. And in here I've got a Dash of Dave image. And here this is also LineDotArrow, her file folder, and I just put a little lavender page, a vintage book page in there, and it just clipped it closed with some chiffon ribbon on a paper clip. This one opens up as well, and this is also the Boho Dreams kit and a Dash of Dave journaling card there. Vintage crinkle paper, another uptuck, and the back page here is Artymaze, and this is Rachel Works Creations, antique book page, and another fussy cut flower, and that's the same flip with a journaling card, and a couple of journaling cards here, and a big tag in this one. In this belly band, just got this little journaling card from the Journal Boat, and this is from the Graphics Fairy. They're just stitched around there, and there's 3 pieces of ephemera in this pocket. Vintage book page, and here's the other envelope. It's got the same kind of papers in there, and this is from Tracie Fox's kit, Floral. And there we go. And the back page here with a couple of a big journaling tag and a journaling card and a book plate on the back. And this is LineDotArrow. So that's it. These will be listed in my Etsy shop on Wednesday, and I hope it wasn't too long a video, too boring. Thank you for joining me, and well, I hope to see you in the next video, and keep well, stay safe, take care guys, bye bye, thanks for watching.